Reliability is a necessary aspect a vehicle should have. There's already a screw in your head if you don't think of this before buying a car, whether it's new or not. Of course, that's not to say that many cars today have poor reliability. It's just that there are some models you need to avoid. I have several videos about these vehicles, so you might want to check them after watching this video. All I'm saying is that we are quite lucky to have a generous number of choices when it comes to reliable vehicles, even without spending big. Hello everyone. This is Ted from CarlandTV. Take the back seat, as in this episode, I am going to give my top recommendations of highly reliable cars under $35,000. Before I start, I would like to ask you the favor of hitting the subscribe and notification bells. They help the channel a lot. Now buckle up and let's get back to the video. 2024 Hyundai Kona N. Starting price, $32,600. Picking a 2024 Hyundai Kona N is a smart move, especially since your budget isn't that limited. The N line is specifically the second highest trim of the Hyundai Kona, just trailing behind the limited trim, which costs about $33,100. I deem that it's a much better pick than the standard SE and SEL models because of the value-driven provisions it offers. The standard engine of the Hyundai Kona N is already the turbocharged four-cylinder engine that outputs 190 horsepower, and it already covers all the niceties included in the optional convenience package of the SEL Kona. So this means that it already has heated front seats, adaptive cruise control, and other great driving essentials. The Hyundai Kona in general is a subcompact SUV that has light off-roading capabilities. The best that it can do is tackle the dusty roads, and nothing more. But the way I see it, this boxy SUV is rugged and reliable enough to push away untimely repairs and maintenance. It has an improved utility factor too, given its surprisingly spacious interior. 2024 Honda Civic. Starting price, $25,000. The Civic has been one of the most familiar cars Honda has produced, and its popularity is due to a lot of good reasons, and over the years, its quality has kept on improving. The 2024 iteration of the Honda Civic is preferably the best one that I've driven, despite the absence of a manual transmission. The overall driving demeanor is refined, and its handling is responsive and well controlled. I'm really surprised by how good this car is on the road. Plus, I can't overlook the fact its cabin is roomy, and in my opinion, has an upscale semblance. Of course, the thing that makes the Honda Civic an attractive sedan is its reliability and affordable entry point. Acquiring it in any dealership isn't something that will empty your savings, while its long-term ownership costs have been generally savvy. The entry-level model of the 2024 Honda Civic gets a 158 horsepower, 2-liter, 4-cylinder engine, but you can also opt for its turbocharged powertrain, which generates 180 horsepower. Sure, it's not as athletic as the Civic Type R, but the legacy model Civic still drives with absolute confidence. Similar to Toyota vehicles, the Honda Civic fills itself with tons of standard driver assistance and safety features, adding more points to its value and reliability factors. 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid. Price, $29,500. Toyota cars are generally reliable, so much so that I can fill this list with only Toyota vehicles. One of the top choices for an affordable Toyota car is the Corolla Cross Hybrid. As it is carrying the Corolla designation, it offers a lot for its price, such as practicality and reliability. This hybrid car also has an improved provision as compared to the standard Corolla Cross SUV, such as standard all-wheel drive and cargo room. Of course, its vertical ride is taller than your typical Corolla, so you can be confident to carry on various terrains. This isn't the most spirited hybrid SUV out there, as its 2-liter, 4-cylinder engine and 3 electric motors output 196 horsepower. But that's more than enough for a daily commuter. It is a lot more powerful than the 169 horsepower engine of the non-hybrid Corolla. You'll also love the fact that it has a strong suite of safety and driver assistance features. It makes the SUV highly safe to drive, but keep in mind that its off-road capabilities are meant only for those forgiving paths. 2024 Chevrolet Camaro. Starting price, $32,500. The Camaro is Chevy's darling car, and the reason is obvious from the get-go. It has mean roadster aesthetics but with a convincing driving demeanor. It easily steals attention, and even after 8 years, the Camaro still has a lot to show. Those who own a Camaro are aware of how reliable this car is, and this dependable quality is inherited by its 2024 model. You can get the latest Camaro in either soft-top convertible or coupe body styles, and regardless of which you choose, they will be outfitted with a rear-wheel drive. True to its muscle car reputation, the 2024 Camaro gets 2 options for its powertrain. The standard is a V6 engine with 335 horsepower, and the optional yet pricier engine is a 455 horsepower V8. Moreover, manual transmission can be available. The Camaro can surge your adrenaline. Its interior is probably one of the best Camaro interiors I've seen. The appearance will tell you that. At the same time, the materials are notably better, and that's why the entire layout feels comfortable and premium. Needless to say, the small back seat is still a horror to get in. 2024 Acura Integra. Starting price, $33,900. The Acura Integra isn't the first car that comes to anyone's mind when choosing reliable cars. But for most, I think it's just proper to put the Integra into the pedestal, given that it's an alternative to the Honda Civic, especially if you want more sophistication in your sedan. For less than $35,000, the Integra has already balanced styling and performance. Its base turbocharged, 1.5-liter inline-4 engine generates 200 horsepower and offers up to 192 pound-feet of torque. Moreover, it also gives drivers an option to choose between its CVT automatic or 6-speed manual transmission, which by far is one of its strongest selling points. On roads, the 2024 Acura Integra has zesty handling, and that's an objective assessment on my part. However, I have to indicate that it lacks the zippiness for a car that is close to hitting 35 grand. I also noticed that it roars too loudly under heavy acceleration. So do I think that the Integra is better than the Civic sedan? I don't know. Maybe. But I don't also see a problem if you go with this Acura car, especially if you aim to drive a reliable semi-luxury car. 2024 Ford Mustang. Starting price, $32,500. If you are willing to get a $35,000 car, then you should include the 2024 Ford Mustang in your list. With its comfortable seatings and highly controlled yet refined ride, the Mustang is indeed a proposition you cannot resist even on a bad day. The 2024 Mustang is the 7th generation of its kind, and it's the first to say that this particular lineup has been in the market for quite some time already. Despite that, Mustang cars are generally loved because of their iconic styling, zesty demeanor, and dependable reliability. The 2024 model of Mustang in particular has a new styling, but it's still anchored on the original design cues. The interior is also brand new, while the powertrains have been significantly improved. This car has been equipped with a 5-liter V8 engine, and it's capable of generating 480 horsepower, and this is paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fortunately, the option for a manual transmission wasn't taken out of the picture. There are a lot of potential upgrades you can check for the Ford Mustang, but you will never regret it if you just settle for its base model. 2024 Volkswagen Golf GTI. Starting price, $34,000. One of the best German hatchbacks to have ever hit the roads is the Golf GTI of Volkswagen. Over the years, this car hasn't failed to impress me. Aside from the fact it's reliable, it has tested and tried handling and highly efficient fuel economy. The latest model of the Golf GTI is set for 2025, so you can check out the previous models, and that's all right considering that the quality of the Golf GTI hasn't changed too much. It will still be equipped with the turbocharged 2-liter inline-4 engine, but this time it has more ponies on it. It should have output 262 horsepower instead of the familiar 241 horsepower. In the same 2025 model, you can expect new tech features, such as revamped infotainment software, upgraded steering wheel controls, and redesigned exterior components like its taillights and headlights. Perhaps the only potential downside I can spot on the 2025 Golf GTI is the removal of a manual transmission. Technically, Volkswagen will remove its stick shift, and the 2024 GTI 380 model is your last hope in injecting manually changing gears. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more gun videos like this, just click the subscribe button and notification bell. Take care and stay safe.